Hey guys, I'm Tony Rich from Lean Leprechaun Fitness, and today we're at Workout West with one of our in-house dietitians.
Hi, I am Carissa Kapperman. I'm a registered dietitian at Bite Nutrition, also located in Workout West.
Cool. All right, and today, guys, we're going to be making one of my favorite desserts of all time. We're going to be making a high-protein chocolate cream pie. And I just realized I forgot the Cool Whip for it, so we're going to do it without Cool Whip today. All right, so first step is we're going to take this entire jug of Greek yogurt, and don't worry, I'm going to put all the macros in the comments for the video.
Are we doing all the
Yep, to go through the whole thing. And I just found it's easier than having to measure everything out, so I try to make these as simple as possible.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, we're making a chocolate cream pie. You want some, Tracy, when we're done with it?
Yep.
All right, yeah, we'll bring you some. I got little sample cups for you. Oh, Tracy, come into the video. No, come on. No, it's better if we have more people.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. We're gonna cover it with chocolate, so it'll be good. All right, so now that we got all of our yogurt in the bowl here, Carissa, we're gonna add the protein next. And guys, this is where you don't have to overthink it. Don't get too fancy with the protein. This is a very simple, cheap powder that I get at the same place I buy my tires and household painting supplies. So you don't have to pay top dollar for protein powder. So we're just gonna take one scoop of this, Carissa. All right, guys, so now that we've got our protein and yogurt in the bowl, we're gonna add the Jell-O chocolate pudding powder. We get the sugar-free kind because it's lower in calorie. Remember, we're not trying to break the bank with these macros on this little dessert we're making. And we're gonna add the whole packet here. And if you don't like vanilla Greek yogurt, don't worry, this is a lot of chocolate we're adding, so it's gonna cover it up really well.
And the texture.
Right? So go ahead and start stirring that.
They make fluff right now.
And let's thank our sponsors from Jell-O brand Jell-O Desserts. They are not our sponsors, so.
If you see it and you want to sponsor us now.
Yeah. Someday, hopefully, Jell-O will get my fan mail and then we'll be, corporate sponsored. And next, while you're doing that, Carissa, I'm gonna take 2 sheets of these little graham crackers. I recently discovered that 2 sheets of graham crackers is only 130 calories. So I'm gonna put these in a little plastic bag and I'm just gonna crunch them up. Like the rolling pin is completely unnecessary, but.
That was, made it easy and sufficient,
right?
Very efficient.
See, I bought it and I felt like I had to use it. All right, so Carissa, while we're stirring here, what's your dietitian input on, I don't know, how do you feel about foods that are high in anti-nutrients? You say, eat them, don't eat them, what do you think?
I think when it comes to, honestly, questions like that, it's totally off of person to person. Yes, general recommendation is trying to figure out how to get whole foods first. And there's always going to be potentially some other specific nutrients that maybe we might not be the most beneficial for our bodies, right? Maybe there's minimal benefits. However, there might be some other benefits to those foods, but also because we are more medical based, it's totally off of past medical history, labs, individual status.
All right, yeah,
Sure.
Makes sense. So next question. What do you think about drinking like diet cola versus the regular kind with like the regular sugar and everything? Which one would you say is typically better for you in the scope of like a weight loss diet?
Yes, good question. Like on a weight loss standpoint, yes, there's going to be more the diet in the sense that you're not getting the calories, you're not getting the sugar, right? So that is definitely beneficial. Sometimes though, with the most recent research is the concern of the artificial sweeteners in the diet and what that entails. So it's back to like, what are your long-term goals, especially when it comes to like the weight management? How can we continue to keep it off? Sometimes that might be a mix. Sometimes that will be specifically the diet. If it's someone in perimenopause, menopause, concerned with insulin resistance, etc., maybe that the diet might not be the best option.
So not having the diet colas in the diet?
Yep.
Okay.
Or both, not not to be the best option.
Okay. All right, just either of them, probably not the best thing for you.
They both have like their own own things that happen in the body. So it's back to like per person, per medical history. I
Right.
know these are very broad answers.
I know,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I don't know. This is kind of how I have to answer stuff too. Is it's all about your situation, guys, and that's why we do
Yeah.
these kind of recipes, because I don't want people to feel like because they're on a weight loss diet that they can't enjoy the foods that they like.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So now that we got the pudding, the protein, and the yogurt mixed together, we're gonna take all of our crunched up graham crackers here, and we're just gonna line the bottom of this bowl like we're making a little pie crust.
Why not?
Right? Again, I'm factoring all of these into the macros in the comments. So we got 130 calories from crust here. And now, Carissa, you're just gonna kind of spoon that into there.
There.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna distract you a little bit more here. What do you think about fasting diets? Because I see a lot of interesting ones out there now where people are fasting for like 3 or 4 days at a time versus, you know, like to me a regular fast would be like the time between breakfast and lunch and then lunch to dinner. What do you think about the long-term fasts like those?
Oh, okay. So with the fasting, sometimes like I guess sometimes when it's like even like an 18-hour fast, like outside of the regular 3 meals a day, I do sometimes see more often than not we might end up eating more calories with that first meal after the fast, and then you're like, okay, well our daily calories are already going over as if we were just eating the 3 meals.
Okay,
Right,
so
so I
you're saying
see
that
that
one
often.
meal, usually they just overdo it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely. And so you're like, okay, well, if we're already eating more calories.
Yeah.
But when it comes to more of, I guess, fasting in general, whether it's the day, whether it's a few days, I get a little bit more concerned with our hormones, but also specifically our blood sugar levels. Because I do see a lot of people who are pre-diabetic, have diabetes. I get concerned that we are going to see the hypoglycemia, our blood sugar is going to become too low. So I really put a big emphasis on per individual case-by-case scenario, because it can get concerning fast for some.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. So kind of the rise and drop of blood sugar can be a factor there too.
Yes, most definitely.
All right, interesting. All right, so next up, what do you think about whole eggs versus egg whites? For like in terms of like if somebody's trying to up their protein intake, what do you think about the difference between egg whites and just eating whole eggs?
I think it's great, especially if we're trying to figure out how can we still lower our saturated fat intake as we continue to increase our protein, because it's really hard through a whole food approach, through a lot of meat source and animal-based products. It's hard to increase that protein with still trying to lower the saturated fat. So even in that context, I think that's a great option to do it.
You like the egg whites option? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. I usually, like when I'm making my omelets, I usually try to do like, I think 3/4 cup of egg whites and then like 2 whole eggs, so you get all the nutrients from the yolk.
Yeah, perfect.
Because that's what I don't like, is when people just stick with exclusively egg whites, I feel like they're leaving a lot of nutrients on the table when they throw out the yolk.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Yeah, it's a good combo.
yeah, so take that for what it is, guys.
Most definitely.
All right. Now let's see. We're going to ask you some rapid fire questions
Great.
here, Carissa. All right. So, in 30 seconds, we're going to answer all of these. So,
okay.
first thing that comes to mind is answer them as quick as you can. What
Okay.
is your favorite movie?
Oh, the Grinch.
Grinch? With Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
All right, good choice.
Yeah, not the other ones.
What's your favorite sandwich?
Turkey. Just a turkey and cheddar cheese sandwich.
Nice. Okay, what's your favorite sport?
Soccer and tennis.
Soccer and tennis. Oh, okay. Did you play those?
Yeah.
All right, that's right. I think I remember you telling me that. All right. Favorite food from a different culture between Mexican food, Indian food, Italian food, and German food. What's your favorite one?
Oh, Italian, hands down.
Italian? All right. Yeah, nobody ever says German. All right. Favorite Pokemon?
The only one I know is Pikachu.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't know Pokemon.
I couldn't name that many of them either. Let's see. Favorite dream vacation? If you could go anywhere in the world, all expenses paid, where it would be, what would you do?
Italy.
Italy?
Yes.
What would you do there?
Try out all the different Italian food and wine.
All right. Yeah. Easy enough, right?
Extra in the world, because I just wanted to absolutely go everywhere.
Huh. Well, there you
Yeah,
go. You like
yeah.
travel a lot?
Yeah, try to.
Cool. Well, it sounds like you got your priorities down. Sounds good.
I like
Welcome to
relaxing.
Greeley, Colorado. It's pretty much the exact opposite of Hawaii or anywhere fun. As much as I love it here, it's quiet and peaceful.
Yeah.
I forgot to get spoons for this, so let me run and grab some spoons real quick, and then we can taste our masterpiece here.
We'll find out.
All right. So you ready for the most important part? Let's see how it tastes. See if it's something that you would recommend to anybody. All right, go ahead, you first.
See.
Like I said, I'd never test these recipes before I make them.
That was really good.
Right? I've had good results with some of these before. To me, it kind of tastes like a jar of chocolate frosting. Which is good. I love that because I can sit down and eat like a whole jar of frosting. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So Tracy just recommended that we could freeze this and make like a kind of a protein ice cream out of it. I've done that before with these kind of recipes. If you freeze them for like 3 or 4 hours, they come out great out of the freezer. So put it in before dinner. By the time you're done, you're ready for dessert. All right, Carissa, anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on and giving us some professional input on everything. Keep a lookout for more videos, guys. We're gonna be doing these every month. Again, I'm Tony Rich from Lean Leprechaun Fitness, and
Carissa Capron with Bite for Bite Nutrition.
all right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.